Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. I'd like to give a special thanks to South Motor Volkswagen for giving me time with the 2022 Golf GTI SE. This one also has a 6-speed manual, and yes, you can go for a dual clutch if you guys don't want the manual transmission. But let's talk about pricing here for the Golf GTI. Starting price is at $34,630, including destination. Also with the options, this one stickers for $38,130. If you guys are on the market for a Volkswagen, you can come check out South Motor Volkswagen and ask for the general manager, Chris. He will get you into a new or pre-owned vehicle. But let's talk about the front styling here for this current generation of Golf. Let's talk about the exterior styling here for the Golf GTI. As you guys can see here, my model is painted in this nice King's Red metallic paint. It looks really good with the black and chrome accents. Looking at these headlights here, this does come standard on all models of the Golf, which is these LED projector headlights with the automatic low and high beam, LED turn signal, and the daytime run lights is integrated into the actual grille here, which looks really nice. There's front parking sensors. There's also the large Volkswagen emblem here front and center, and this area right here does light up, so which is really nice, just like the ID4, which is their electric vehicle. I haven't driven that car just yet, but you guys stay tuned for an actual review. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the Mark 8 generation of the Golf. Looking at the side profile here, this has a 103.6 inch wheelbase with an overall length of 168.8 inches, so really good proportions here in this segment. Looking at these tires and wheels here, these are a 225/40 Goodyear all-season tire. They're wrapped in this 18-inch rim design. I like the gloss black finish. It also has red brake calipers. This looks like a turbine finish to the actual rim design, which is really nice. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the rim design. There's the GTI badge here on the actual fender, also with this red mirror cap with this LED sight marker. And my model does offer this nice size sunroof here, or moon roof. Making our way to the rear of the vehicle, looking at these taillights, they're full LED, which is a turn signal, brake light, and reverse light. There's the Volkswagen emblem there, also with the GTI badge. And looking down here, it's going to be rear parking sensors, also with this dual setup, which looks really nice. Open up the cargo back here. Is a manual opening cargo. Once it opens up, Volkswagen says it has 19.9 cubic feet of space. And underneath the load floor here, if I could grab it, Volkswagen does give you this temporary spare tire instead of a fix-a-flat kit. And once you fold down the rear seats, Volkswagen says this has 34.9 cubic feet of space. And there's also a 12-volt back here, also with this LED light, just in case you guys are in a dark area. But overall, let's hop into the interior. Sitting inside the interior of the Golf GTI, as you guys can see, very upscale looking cabin here in this segment. And I do like this nice honeycomb finish to the actual design dash. It looks really nice. They also have this display here that does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But reach over and shut the door of the Golf GTI. And like I mentioned from the outside, see, my model does have the 6-speed manual, so I have to put the clutch in and press the start stop button right there. Once you guys do that, everything turns on. Very bright, high definition screens here, which I think look really nice. And on a full tank of gas, this car says it has 565 miles until empty, which is just super impressive when it comes to cruising range. As you guys can see, the Apple CarPlay starts right up very smooth. And my iPhone 13 Pro Max does fit in the wireless phone charger down there. But looking at the door panel materials here really quickly, really nice soft touch materials with this nice aluminum accented door handle. There's your lock controls here, more on that honeycomb finish on the actual door panel. It is automatic up and down for all 4 windows, which is really nice. There's your mirror controls here. It's actually lined with this carpet-like material here in the actual door pocket. It's very large. You can put your water bottle or some stuff in there if you guys would like. This area is going to be nice and padded, which is really nice. Over here is for the turn signal, and the turn signal stock is there. The headlight controls are over here on the actual display, which is really nice. Over here is for your driver's assistance, this does have adaptive cruise control. There's your volume control, it does have really nice hectic feedback here once you guys press it. There's the new Volkswagen logo here on the airbag cover. Over here is for the heated steering wheel controls. You can press this to press view, and you can change or customize the gauge display here. Once you guys press this, you can show your different fuel economy and whatnot, or fuel tank distance. Like I mentioned, it does say 565 miles of all range, which is just super impressive. There's a GTI badge here at the lower part of the steering wheel with this flat bottom design, very thick rim. The materials on the dash are going to be a soft touch ejection molded plastic, which is really nice. Let's talk about the infotainment system here really quick. This also has 3-level heated and cooled seats. You have to use the infotainment system to basically do everything. We'll turn on both heated and cool seats, but me personally, I'm going to just leave the cool seats on because it is like 100 degrees outside today. But you have to use the screen for literally everything because there's no physical buttons besides down here, so you can access the climate control, your drive mode selector, the parking sensors, and your assist. But as you guys can see, looking at the screen is very bright. You can pull this down just like your iPhone or your Android. There's voice guidance and whatnot. You can turn it on and off. You can go to home. It takes you to the actual home page here, which is the embedded navigation, which is very responsive. You guys can see it doesn't lag or anything like that. I noticed that it does not lag even when you start the vehicle up. Some systems lag. You can go to ambient lighting here. You can change it to infinity, which is very nice. You guys can see very bright orange. You can do yellow. You can also do custom if you guys want to do it. It turns the display red, which is really nice. I like the way that looks, but me personally, I'm going to just leave it on the blue, which is really nice because blue is my favorite color. You can swipe left or right here. You go to the radio source. You can go to Apple CarPlay. It tells you your fuel consumption and whatnot, your radio. All this is going to be a haptic feedback here. You press assist here. It does show you your driver's assistant, which has blind spot monitoring, a forward collision warning, also a lane keeping assist. There's your drive mode selected, which shows you eco, comfort, sport, and there's a custom mode there. And you press this, it does show you the backup camera. There's also a trajectory with distance markers. Really nice camera quality here. There's also this little perimeter radar sensor there because it does not have a top-down 360 view. There's your hazard button near the air vents. I like the nice low design here. It looks really nice. And you can press this for climate, so you can adjust the actual fan speed. Looking at the glove compartment really quickly, large storage in there, which is really nice. This is the 6-speed manual, like I mentioned. There's a push button start, electronic parking brake, 2 cup holders. So you press that button, you guys can adjust it when it comes to the actual drinks and whatnot, and just push it back in right there. There's a 12 volt here. This center armrest is going to be nice and padded. You can also adjust it if you would like. Open it up, it does reveal a good amount of storage. Some of my camera equipment's in there, which is really nice. The seats in here, they're supportive, they're comfortable. I like the nice two-tone that the seats have. They're heated and cooled, like I mentioned. Above me, there's this moon roof here. It lets a lot of light into the cabin and a lot of air once you open it up. There's gonna be LED lights throughout the cabin here, and you just swipe your finger back here, and it does open up the sunroof, and it will leave this area here close so you guys can, you know, eliminate some of that wind buffeting. Once you have the moonroof open. I like this frameless mirror design here. It's really nice. But overall, the interior of the Golf is very impressive. I like the technology, the nice bright screens, also the wireless Apple CarPlay function. The Golf does have this nice interior, also with the nice exterior design. But let's hop into the back seat. Opening up the door of the Golf GTI, as you guys can see, plenty of space to get into the back seat. So this is a practical family car, even though it's a hot hatch. But getting back here, really good step-in height. Volkswagen says this has 4.7 inches of ground clearance, so you have a really good step-in height for this vehicle. And as you guys can see, I have plenty of foot space underneath the driver's seat. This is where I have the seat to drive. And Volkswagen says this has 35 inches of rear legroom space, which is really good, so you guys can sit back here on a long road trip. There's rear air vents back here, and there's a little nifty pocket here for your phone. My 13 Pro Max does fit, so you guys can put this back here if you guys wanted to not sit on your actual phone. You get it on the passenger side as well. Above me, very bright LED lights back here. Putting this armrest down here, it does reveal 2 cup holders. But overall, the space of the Golf does not disappoint. It does feel very comfortable back here. Looking underneath the hood of the Golf GTI, this is a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, is a double head over cam. This powertrain makes 241 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque, and the 6-speed manual does come as standard. You guys can get a dual clutch if you do not want the manual transmission. Let's talk about fuel economy here. This is rated to get 24 in the city, 34 on the highway, and 28 combined. This still remains front-wheel drive. As the Golf GTI sits here, this weighs in around 3,200 pounds, and Volkswagen says 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds. So starting off in the 2022 Golf GTI SE, keep in mind, guys, you guys know I'm not the best manual driver, so we're gonna keep that on throughout the video because you guys know I do not drive manual cars all day. But let's talk about some of the powertrain specs here for the Golf GTI. This is a 2-liter double head over cam 4-cylinder. This powertrain makes 241 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque, and it does have this beautiful shifting 6-speed automatic transmission, which I like the way that this transmission drives here. Like I said, I'm not a big fan, or I do not really drive manual cars, but you know, I got the hang of it just a little bit. But I like the way that this engine sounds here. It sounds really good. I like the nice snarl that this engine has. Let's talk about visibility really quick here. You have a good commanding view of the road. The seats in here, they feel very supportive and comfortable. Oh my God, the performance of this vehicle is just so good. Like I mentioned, 273 pound-feet of torque. Oh my God, that will put a smile on your face. It put a smile on my face. But just driving the Golf here, it drives really good. This is what the vehicle, oh, you guys heard a little popple or crack from the exhaust. But I just like the way that this vehicle drives. Really good performance, especially for a good price. I think this is a bargain for this type of vehicle here in this segment. So yeah, some other competitors might offer a better steal, but I just think this car just drives so good. And you guys can kind of hear a little bit of that exhaust every so often. And the front tires are gonna chirp like crazy because this is front wheel drive. This vehicle weighs around 3,200 pounds. Keep that in mind. You can also get a dual clutch if you guys do not want the manual, but the manual does come standard. There's some little bumps here. And to be honest with you guys, the ride quality in here feels really well balanced. It doesn't feel harsh, doesn't feel choppy, the chassis doesn't shake. You don't feel any harsh vibrations here through the steering wheel or through the pedals, which is really good. This vehicle says it has 565 miles of cruising range, which is just super impressive. Let's talk about fuel economy here. This is rated to get 24 in the city, 34 on the highway, and 28 combined. But let's do a slight acceleration run here really quick. You press the drive mode selector here. It's in the sport mode. Put it into first gear. Let's build the RPMs here. And it did chirp the front tires, and it was kind of fighting for traction, because keep in mind, this does have 273 pounds feeding the front wheels. Oh God, that never gets tiring, but this thing drives like a freaking dream. I like the way this car drives. Like I mentioned, I'm not the best manual driver. Yes, you guys know that by now. But you know, I got it down packed, but this vehicle drives really well. But yes, this vehicle is a really good car to drive, especially if you're looking for something that's gonna be a bargain. After spending time with the 2022 Golf GTI, I hope you guys have enjoyed this review here. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at @DriveOnReviews and hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. And I see you all in the next video.